Mom,
What?
do you remember when you said to Morgan that she should just move in? There's nothing wrong with the house, just move in. Do you remember saying that?
It's not even livable.
Do you think I should have bought this house?
No.
Do you think I'll ever live there?
Why do you think she shouldn't have bought it?
I just don't. I'm never gonna see it.
She's learning a lot. It was meant to be.
No, it's not.
Let's just drink wine. Right, Morgan?
No, I just don't think so, Morgan. But that's my own opinion.
How do you feel about it now?
I feel silly.
Do you think it's a good thing she did it, or do you think she should have just left it?
No, it's a good thing. This is beautiful.
It has taken many years, but you know what?
Rub it in.
But it was worth it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And we're thankful for Brian because
Look at me.
I think it turned out the way it did because of Brian and his family and his worker bees. Don't you?
Yeah. Mom's hitting us with a speech.
But now let's-
It's too bad that you don't have before and after pictures.
After all this time, I would think that I've searched this place high and low, but I was walking around this morning and I was like, oh my god, there's one place that I've just never crossed that bridge.
For how strict the county is about building things and how much of life they will suck out of you for the littlest things, I'm surprised they've never looked at this and been like, we, the men of the county, say that this is not structurally sound. Because it's definitely, I mean, this ladder's hanging on by a bungee cord.
Like, who put this here? I don't know how to put it into words because, you know, I'm the person in charge here. Like, this whole house depends on me. This whole thing falls on top of my shoulders. Like, I have to pull it together and be in charge. But I feel like I'm a little kid that got plopped off here and I don't know what I'm doing. Up until the past year, I don't think I was really a person that ever looked at some sort of structure and thought, wow, someone put a lot. Like, I don't think I ever appreciated the architecture, you know, the structure, the building of things. This is like fucking insane. This thing is dusty. This thing is dusty, crusty, musty, full of miscellaneous buggies. But I want to know, like, what were people doing up here? Was it two adults that were up here just, like, hashing shit out? Is this, like, the timeout tree house? What was this used for? What was its purpose? Who was up here doing God knows what? At some point in someone's life, someone took the time to structurally build a triple-decker tree house right here, right? Like, I don't know who they are. I don't know how they built this. I don't know when they built this. I don't know if this whole thing's gonna fall down right now, but it's here, you know? And, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoever built this is fucking insane. You know, whoever built this is absolutely out of their mind, bonkers insane. And my greatest hope in my life, that after all the time that I put into this, 100 years from now, someone else moves into this house and can watch all of these videos and be like, wow, that girl was absolutely bonkers, out of her mind, fucking insane. Like, why did she do this? So currently it's February. I'm gonna give you a little treehouse tea, if you will. I'm moving into my house next week. The chapter of the book where the author finally isn't crying on the bathroom floor anymore. That is the part of the story that we've made it to. That's the treehouse tea. Alright, everyone. What have I never said before in my life, but I'm gonna start saying? If there is a will, there is a way. And if there is a vision, there is an eye doctor somewhere that can write the prescription. Kitchen. I've been talking about having a kitchen since the dawn of time. The process of elimination, the step-by-step tutorial, how to build a kitchen in 3 years from yours truly, a very professional opinion, if you will. Step 1, the demo. All the shit that needs to get flushed gets taken care of, all right? We clean out, we start with a new slate. Number 2, the framing. You have to rearrange all the framing if you wanna one day have sturdy walls. Number 3, I rearranged a few windows, which Looking back, was that a waste of my time? Probably. Then there was the drywall, having walls, luxury, luxury. Then there was the floors, having a nice place to walk on, ideal. Completely and 100%, it is ideal to have some sort of floor. Then there was the painting, then there was the cabinets. I thank my lucky stars that I still like the cabinets that I picked out, because that could have been a whole fiasco, but I still love the cabinets that I picked out. Oh, and then there was the countertops, and I have to tell you, the countertops, you're gonna look around my house when I do a full house tour and be like, oh, okay, Morgan, there's a lot of blank walls. Like there's a lot of things that you left blank. And that's because I took a mega chunk of my budget and I spent a big mega more chunk on the countertops. Blank walls, blank spots, I'm not worried about it, all right? Because I wanted a counter. I wanted a nice place to put shit. I wanted a nice place to put my computer. I wanted a place to sit and be like, oh my gosh, cool. Something that people have been asking me is, what is the style of house that I'm going for? And to that I say that I didn't pick a specific thing. I just pieced together a bunch of things that I liked and called it a concoction. It is a crock pot of shit that looks good. And that's what I'm calling my style of house. Cabinet samples, countertops, the tile, that is the color scheme, that is the vision board. And now we're at the good part where things finally come to life. You know how people, it's a thing that like, you know, if you're feeling a little scandalous, you'll leave things behind, you know, like you'll go to a guy's house and like leave a hair tie or leave something, or like a guy will leave something at your house. Okay, my house, just like full, it's just full of dust. You see someone walking around full of dust, you know where they've been. People just randomly show up whenever they feel like it, so every day is kind of a surprise. And some days I walk in and there's no one here, it's like a ghost town, and some days I walk in and it's like everything's happening all at once. So today, all of the appliance people showed up, and the lady called me and she was like, we've had these in our warehouse for 2 years, like, ... question mark, do you want them? And I was like, yeah, sure. So here they are, that's what we're doing today. Stove, fridge, could cook some eggs or something, I don't know. Washer, dryer, crucial. You know in college when people do like the, what's it called, like a community wash thing? Everyone was wearing Randy Melville at the time, that was the thing. So you would take your clothes down to the washer, and then if you went back up to your dorm room, you would come back and all of your Randy Melville stuff would be gone. So luxuries of life is having a washer and dryer. That's what I learned in college, nothing else. This is where the washer and the dryer go.
Did you pick out very specific washers and dryers?
No, I think I just got whichever ones were on sale at the time.
Okay.
Like a LG situation.
It's like girl math. They're free because you did it 2 years ago.
That's what I said. My mom was like, do you have to, like, how much did these cost? And I was like, I don't know, I paid for them 2 years ago. They were free. I know, come on.
Exactly what I said, what Mike said, and what Kurt said.
Oh, he's on the phone. I thought he was gonna give us something. Suspense. We're just having some technical difficulties. We have to make a sign. That'll work. Gorgeous.
Morgan, my slay queen.
I have Brian on a whole new vocabulary. I have him saying Gorgina,
Gorgina,
slay
queen.
and that's it for now.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a lot of stuff happening lately.
You should tell all the people what we're doing today, because I don't even know.
For this being a unicorn of a job?
To know today.
Oh, I know, everything's going on. We got everyone here. All of our plumbing trim's being hooked up, all the electrical is being powered up, appliances were sent today. We are finishing the trim on the windows in the great room. All of the tile backsplash will be done by the end of next week. It's just touch up, and excuse me, I got a phone call. Oh, it's our garage door people. Hello, this is Brian.
It cuts to a garage door ad.
Yes, ma'am.
This video is sponsored by Quality Garage Doors. You can get yours at.
Thank you so very much. My God, would you look how gorgina those 3 pendant lights are over that giant island?
We were wondering, do you tell your other clients their houses are gorgina?
No, I've never said that before in my life. Only thanks to the Morgan and our little fly.
It's amazing. But I'm gonna be depressed when you all leave.
We will be here every day.
For the rest
seeing
of my
our
life.
favorite Morgan.
I bet this is the light for the dining room that's 50 inches long. Unboxing, we all get to know what's in the secret box. Oh wow, I ordered this yesterday. Nice. That is what you call a drain stopper. That is the dryer in question for all of the drying needs. Certified asthma and allergy friendly. We'll see about that. I'll be giving a review. My life depended on it. I could not tell you what I was last talking about. However, I am super duper hungry now. I'm like trying to finish the last bits and pieces to pull this thing together, and the last thing that I need is cabinet hardware. It is the most random things that cost literally your firstborn child and your left arm. Like, I put in all of these little pieces. I put in all of these different cabinet hardwares because think how many cabinets are in a kitchen, right? Even if you have a small kitchen, you still have at least 10 handles. Say those handles are $10 a piece. Like, it just adds up so fast, okay? And then all these websites, you look at that, you look at that. That has to be the most simple doorknob that you could turn on a door. And it's $14 for a little itty bitty teeny tiny one. This shit gets ridiculous.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
32 handles. Just for the kitchen, it's 500, not exactly, it's $448. Like, just to get that little basic ball, that little itty bitty basic, no woman has ever loved that ball before ball. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm sitting right here, captain of In Over My Head. Anyway, yesterday I got these wild berry acai. They're supposed to be Pop-Tarts. It's quite literally a Pop-Tart, but somehow all the granola moms of the world have found a way to rebrand literally everything to make it look like it's not gonna kill you. I'm telling you, if something kills me, it's not gonna be this. Woohoo! I'm defeated. I got this box a few days ago, but I've been putting off trying to bring it inside because the outside of it says attention UPS extremely heavy. There's just a smidge bit of icicles on it. If you can dream it, you can do it. Jesus. Okay. Everything is packed away so that nothing gets in the way, and I can't find the scissors, but I did find this. Hopefully I don't catch a disease. What I have learned in the past 3 years is if you can't find scissors, something else can always take place of them. Oh, little itty bitty teeny tiny cabinet knobs. Ooh. Ooh. I spent so long looking for the perfect cabinet hardware that I decided that the perfect cabinet hardware does not exist. So I just did my best. This is from Signature Hardware. I have a bunch of those. Woo. Super secret, mysterious. Oh my gosh, this one has a lot. Woo. Very nice. These long ones are for the drawers and the little teeny balls are for the cabinets. Boom. It doesn't look like much, but it's something that took me a great amount of time to put together. Okay, a dynamic duo. The hot topic of the week, all of the tile is done. This is the Riot tile, Zeliage 2x6 natural white thin. The description on this says natural variation in color, thickness, and surface. The purpose of these is that they're supposed to be a little imperfect, you know, there's supposed to be texture to them, there's supposed to be variation, there's supposed to be a little va-va-voom, so it's not just a flat wall, you know, like there's a little grit, there's a little. Once we start going room by room, I'm gonna make a document for each room of every finish that I used, so if you wanted to find the same thing, you could find the same thing. I was really going for the textures, okay? I like the natural stones, I like the natural wood. My thing this whole time is I really don't want a 2D house, so now that the grout is in the tile, I think that it looks so pretty. I think it looks perfect with the countertops. I was also questioning myself because I question everything I do, and I was like, is this gonna turn out a little too white? If you go into a house, right, like you have to have a venting situation. For the longest time, people were like, you have to pick a range hood, you have to pick a range hood, you have to pick a range hood. Nothing was sparking my interest, you know, because people do like those big wood ones, or people do just like the metal ones, and I was like, I don't really want the metal one, I don't really want the wood one, I don't know exactly what I want, but I know that one day when the time is right, it's all gonna hit me. So I had all the stone from the fireplace, and like I said, I'm going for the natural elements. I'm not an outdoor girl, I am an indoor girl. I want to be inside, and I want to bring the elements of outside inside so that I don't feel the need to go outside, right? I walked outside, I looked at the extra stone that was sitting in my driveway, and I was like, this is always how things happen. If I just wait until something comes to me, then things end up working out, right? So what we did is I called the people back that did the fireplace, and I was like, can you copy paste that on a little smaller thing? And they were like, okay. I just wanted a unique little touch. I wanted a fun little, if you see a picture of it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Morgan's house for sure. And if you hate it, that's okay, because I also hated it the first day and then it grew on me. So tile done, turned out good. Range hood stoned, turned out good. Making significant progress because I mean, that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything. Oh my gosh, and while I was digging through my barn looking for something, when me and my dad first started tearing this house apart, the lady that lived here before me, who originally built this house, she had this little chicken clock that she left here. It's like a little broken. We'll put the little rooster clock up. To the people, the lady and the man of the land who lived here before me, this is our I don't know what you would call it, our ode to you, the little chicken clock. I'm sorry I ripped apart your house, but I'm putting it back together and we have little touches of you. All the lights are lighting up the show. It's all coming together quite nicely. Ask me how I'm ever gonna keep those clean. The answer is I probably won't. But was I thinking of full functionality? No, I truthfully really wasn't. Look at her go. She's driving the truck. You go, girl.
He's gonna be mad.
Isn't that something?
Okay. Take two. Take three.
Okay, Mom's
All right.
getting her wedding speech out.
I just don't think the house would have been as beautiful though if you hadn't found Brian and his family and Stingray and Lucas and Sam and all of them. He had really good painters. He had some really good contractors, and it turned out amazing now.
That's a good speech, huh?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do a take 5?
No.
So are they gonna keep coming back every day to hang out, or what are you gonna do for fun?
I don't know what I'm gonna do for fun.
Because I don't know what they're gonna do for fun either. I think they're just gonna have to come back every day for a powwow at the end of the day or the beginning of the day.
Yeah, they have time for that for sure.
Can you?
What do you think, Carmi?
It's stunning. It's like HGTV.
I want Carmi to move in with me.
The upstairs chandelier and the bathrooms.
From Walmart.
No.
Only $200.
That chandelier?
Yes. From
In
Walmart.
both of the bedrooms?
Yes. China Walmart. I'm telling you, I could tell you all the steals that I found.
You know what? You need to tell them all the stills. That is a really good thing to do because I would have thought that
They
was
look
a lot.
super fancy, right? I wanted the one from Pottery Barn and it was $800 and I reverse Google searched it, found the same one on Walmart for $200.
Because you get the dupe. And I did this and it chimes just like they chime on HGTV when they do the chandelier. They go like that and they chime.
Carmi's the HGTV girl.
And the green bathroom is stunning.
I've been waiting a very long time for the day that I could show you something in completion. I might cry. I might cry. This is the officially unofficial kitchen cut coming to a close. And you're probably like, girl, why don't you just wait till the daytime when we can like see it, when we can see it with our own two eyes? And that's because I'm so excited that I want to start bringing stuff in. So, ow! I jumped down too fast and my feet have stars in them. Oh my God. I had a whole vision. I know that everyone thinks that I don't plan anything ahead, but I really do because I knew from day one that I wanted the checkered floor over there. So I wanted to tie in the checkered floor to the kitchen. So I wanted to have a little two-tone situation on. So the tones of the tile matched with the tones of the island, right? Okay, she's thinking ahead. I will tell you one thing, I'm not a desk girl. You're not gonna catch me sitting in a desk. You're not gonna catch me sitting in an office. I've always been a sit at the island and work on my computer type of girl. And I'm also a person that likes to have shoes on at all times. Having my bare feet on the floor gives me like chills down my spine. I just can't do it. So I have specific house shoes versus outside shoes. But either way, like when you're sitting at the island, you know, and you're getting all flustered and frustrated, over time always gets like all scuffed up, and at least once a month I have to be on my hands and knees with a magic eraser going to town on the inside of the island because it's just covered in shoe marks. So to fix the problem, I just asked the cabinet lady if she could make this one big slab of the same material of the cabinets, and it was really easy. It wasn't that expensive. She made a big slab of it, and then we put the big slab underneath the island so the back of the island matches the front of the island, and I won't get shoe scuffs everywhere. Let's be real, the bank is never gonna let me leave here. You're gonna have to drag me out of here when I'm 90 years old. I'm never leaving here. So what I'm thinking, okay, how am I gonna be satisfied for the rest of my life? I don't wanna be on my hands and knees with the magic eraser. That was my request. Island, gorgeous, love it. Turned out amazing. This is my hot take. I intentionally put this thing in the island. Why? Because I imagine my life one day full of people and full of life. If I'm standing here and I'm like filling up my cup, or I'm like doing a dish, look at this. I'm prepared. I already got my little scrub mommy. I am ready. And not only do I have a scrub mommy, I'm planning for the day of my life that there's people everywhere, all the time, all around. I don't wanna look out the window. I don't care. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't need to know. I wanna sit and look at the island goers and be like, listen up, island goers. While I'm doing the dishes or filling up my cup, I can talk to the island goers. I also have this rack, a little jail cell for the sink. The other thing about me, I won't only get on my hands and knees to magic eraser an island, I'll get on my hands and knees and say, thank you, Lord. And one of the things I say thank you for is that I still like the cabinets that I picked out 3 years ago. I will say, I think it was a pain in the ass for them to put in, but I feel like I'm Paris mother effing Hilton when I open this door. Like I look at this door and I'm like, like I have my Hershey's Kisses, I have my kombucha, which I thought maybe I would be into, and then I took a sip of it and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not into that. I don't really have much else. I already have the ice cream. Like I'm ready. I have the scrub daddy. I have the ice cream. It is time, people. The time is now. I don't know why they call her Susan and I don't know why she's lazy, but my parents had a lazy Susan in the house that I grew up in. It just makes everything feel complete, you know? It's like warm and cozy. A lazy Susan is like Chili's. It just feels like home. It's like Temple Run. It gives you like that oomph, like that, ooh, I just like it here, you know? I like it here. I love it here. I loved my apartment in LA because instead of a lot of cabinets, it had a lot of drawers, and I realized, you know what? One thing about me, I'm a drawer girl. I like the drawers more than the cabinets, so I opted for drawers because you can just fit so much shit in it. And I think the satisfaction of like it sliding out and going back in, it's just nice. Overarching outline. Lazy Susan, drawer, miscellaneous spice rack, oven, other miscellaneous drawers, microwave, drink fridge. Boom, these are the cabinets, and you open them and you think they're cabinets, but they actually have my favorite thing ever, little drawers. Miscellaneous. I already have a junk drawer. You move toward the sink, double trash, and then you move to the sink. Like I said, you think I'm not prepared? Oh shit, she is. She's got the Scrub Mommy and the Dawn dish soap. My big money saving scheme, and one of the only things that survived from this house, was the dishwasher. This is from the original house. Can we give a moment to the dishwasher from the original people? Thank you very much for the dishwasher. And then same thing, cabinet with little drawers. I have to have these little things, and they're little outlets that pop out of the island, and you might be like, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I didn't want them at all. I tried to fight them on that. I tried to fight the damn county myself. I was like, please. You know what's so annoying about all these county men is they can make all these big building laws, and they're like, yeah, you have to have an outlet every 4 feet. And I'm like, okay, what if I don't want to have an outlet in my island? Like, what if I personally could live without the outlet? They're like, too bad. 10 seconds right on the dot. That's where you get the money shot. Yep, money. This is never gonna feel right to me. I started off this year. I've waltzed into the new year. Even though the last 6 months have been really good, it feels really good that the last 6 months have been really good, you know? Me? God damn, that's good. I'm gonna tell you the bright side of things taking so long, because when I look at this kitchen as a whole, right, I could just literally start sobbing on the floor crying. I have spent way too much of my life feeling sorry for myself for no reason. Bad things happen to everyone. Weird shit happens to everyone. Bad people come into everyone's life, you know, like I'm not special. I'm not unique in that aspect of life. Bad things happen to everyone. Sadness and tragedy and hardship and loss happens to everyone. If I had to do this, you know, like if everything would have gone the correct way and say this whole house would have been built in 6 months, I would have never been able to have a kitchen like this, right? Because the reality is when shit takes 3 years to build, I like slowly paid for piece by piece, right? Like I bought the cabinets in 2021. I bought the appliances in 2022. I didn't buy the countertops until late 2023. I bought this door hardware 2024. In the grand scheme of things, what is time? Does it really matter? Like, does it really matter that my house took 3 years to build? When I'm 37, am I gonna remember that it took this long to build? No, I'm not gonna remember it. I'm not gonna cry. There's no tears. This video is a happy video. There will be no tears, but I do feel like this is way too nice of a kitchen. This marks the beginning of an era where I can show you something that's finally done. Something at my house is finally done, right? Like, did we ever think? It's very surreal. I feel like I'm walking around in like a parallel universe looking inside of someone else's snow globe. Like it doesn't feel like a reality that is my reality, but I like it that way, you know? I like to feel like, oh my gosh, this is like a fairy tale. This is like better. It turned out better than I could have ever dreamed that it would, so. Yeah, I'm so excited to show you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. That's the first officially unofficial kitchen tour. And now I can bring shit inside, right? Like I could bring a cup in perhaps. That's all I gotta show you for now. I love you.
I want to see which one looks better. I can't. Atta girl. This one you get a closer, clearer view. That one, you're further away, but still is clear. But it's still good lighting, good quality.
Good lighting, good quality.
Yeah. What are you doing? Stand real quick. If you're gonna stand, I say you use this smaller camera. If you're gonna sit, I say you use this big camera.
Have clips of both, right? We could pick the best one.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Are you coming back until I get a contract that says $5,000 for every video I record?
I would go bankrupt.
You're sitting Definitely that camera. If you're standing that camera.